What was your name?
Bill Neville, Neville.
And you were in World War II?
Yes,
Were you in the Army?
Army, combat engineers,
When did you enter the service?
1942.
You enlisted then?
Yeah, I volunteered, let's put it that way,
Why did you volunteer?
because I was 18 years old and I had all my classmates were going in, so it was my duty.
And where'd you do basic training at?
Camp Butler, North Carolina.
Then did you go overseas?
Yes,
What theater did you serve in?
Pacific.
Remember some of the islands that you went to?
I went to the Palaus, both Angwar, Peleliu. I went to Leyte twice and Cebu.
And what was your position as a combat engineer?
I was a squad leader.
What were kind of projects were you involved in building?
We wasn't building, we were tearing down. We went in with the infantry, and we blew the caves and the wire, any of the abutments that they had.
Or were you on the front lines then with the
Yes.
infantry?
Yes.
What was your most memorable moment, do you think, in your service?
When I found out the war was over.
What were you doing when you found out?
I was in the Philippines, and we were preparing to go to Japan. In fact, we were on board ship going. We had already loaded the ship, and we were on our way to Japan. We were 2,000 yards off of the Missouri when they signed the peace treaty, and we were so-called, we were told, the first engineering unit to go into Japan.
What infantry division were you?
81st Wildcat Division.
So did they just make a large announcement on the ship you were on?
What's that?
They make an announcement on the ship you were on when the war had ended?
Yes.
What was the name of the ship you were on?
I don't remember.
So everyone broke out in a lot of excitement at that point?
Oh, yes. Everybody was going home tomorrow, but we went into Japan. The reason we were in so fast is there was a plate coming off of our ship, and they ran us into the dock real fast and unloaded us. And we stayed part of the time at the Japanese military school.
What were some of the battles that you were involved in?
Well, we were involved in the invasion, first wave in Palau. We went into Peleliu to relieve the 1st Marine Division. We went over, and our job was to make sure we could get ahead of the infantry to clear the way so they didn't have to worry about caves and barbed wire and landmines.
Or blow up any bridges?
There were no bridges left. The Air Force kind of took care of most of that.
So you said mostly caves you're blowing up, and
Some of the caves were from one end of the island to the other. They'd be down 20 feet, 30 feet.
the Japanese pretty fierce.
Yes. We did not take any chances. If we came to a cave that looked important, we used the flamethrowers on it.
Did you ever see a Japanese person surrender?
I saw them coming out trying to surrender, but after they got out, they changed their minds, so they didn't go too far from there.
Any other stories you'd like to add?
Just that now I'm amazed that I think of my buddies that didn't come back, and those that from my classes at school that were in the Marines, and my brother was a bow gunner on 3 different destroyers, and my youngest brother was a Marine. My daddy was a medic in World War I. My other youngest brother, as I said, was a Marine. My middle brother was Navy, so we pretty well took care of it.
Wow, a whole family of service. Definitely. Well, thank you, and your family.
I had other cousins and that in the service, sure.